In the world of ultra-high-end fashion and exotic materials, few things command as much respect and fascination as ostrich leather. It is a material that speaks of status, durability, and a unique aesthetic that cannot be replicated by any synthetic process or any other animal hide. To the untrained eye, it is simply leather with bumps, but to the connoisseur, those bumps, known as quills, are a map of quality and a hallmark of luxury. Today, we are embarking on an extensive journey to witness the transformation of one of nature's most resilient creatures into a garment that will grace the boutiques of Paris, Milan, and New York. This is the complete inside story of the Ostrich Leather Factory, tracing every step from the vast open farms to the final, meticulously stitched luxury jacket. The story begins in the heart of the ostrich farm, a place where nature and science work in harmony. Ostriches are not like cattle. They are prehistoric birds, the largest on Earth, and they require a specific environment to thrive. These birds are descendants of survivors, built for the harsh conditions of the savanna, but in a luxury production setting, their well-being is the top priority. Farmers monitor the flock with extreme care because any stress or injury to the bird can permanently damage the hide. We see the birds roaming in large, open enclosures. They are powerful creatures capable of running at immense speeds, and their skin is a reflection of that strength. Their diet is strictly controlled, consisting mainly of high-quality alfalfa and specialized supplements. Every day, an adult ostrich consumes nearly 5 pounds of this nutrient-rich feed. This isn't just about growth, it's about the health of the skin. A healthy bird produces a supple, thick, and flawless hide, which is the foundation of everything that follows. Once the dyed hides are ready, they move to the cutting room. In a modern luxury factory, this is where tradition meets the future. High-tech AI-driven software is now used to map out the hides. The computer analyzes the grain and the quill pattern of each individual skin to determine the most efficient way to cut the panels for a jacket. This technology has revolutionized the industry, reducing waste by nearly 30%. However, even with the best computers, the final decision often rests with a human master cutter. They look at the hand of the leather, how it drapes and stretches. The back panel of a jacket requires the largest, most consistent piece of the crown. The sleeves and the collar must match in texture and quill density. If one sleeve has larger bumps than the other, the jacket will look unbalanced and will be rejected by luxury brands. The sewing and assembly stage is the heart of the factory. Ostrich leather is notoriously difficult to sew. Because of the raised quills, a standard sewing machine needle can easily skip a stitch or deflect, causing an uneven line. Master tailors use specialized heavy-duty machines and silk or nylon threads that are strong enough to hold the leather, but fine enough to look elegant. Every seam is a work of art. The collar, the cuffs, and the pockets are often stitched by hand to ensure absolute perfection. This is a slow, methodical process. A single luxury jacket can take dozens of man-hours to assemble. During this phase, the jacket begins to take its final shape, and you can see the luxury coming to life. The way the light hits the quills creates a three-dimensional effect that no other leather can match. After grading, the hides enter the tanning stage, which is perhaps the most scientific and chemically demanding part of the entire process. Tanning is the process of turning raw skin into durable leather that won't rot or stiffen. For ostrich leather, this is an incredibly delicate operation. Because the skin has varying thicknesses, the area around the quills is different from the skin in between. The tanning drums must be calibrated with extreme precision. The hides are placed in large, rotating wooden or stainless steel drums filled with a mixture of chromium salts, oils, and specialized tanning agents. This process can take days or even weeks. The goal is to preserve the natural softness of the ostrich skin while giving it the strength to last for decades. During this stage, the leather is fat liquored to ensure it remains supple. If you touch a high-quality ostrich jacket, it feels almost like silk despite its thickness. That sensation is created right here in the tanning drums. Next comes the dyeing process. This is where the leather gets its personality. Ostrich leather is known for its ability to take on vibrant colors while maintaining a deep, rich patina. However, dyeing ostrich hide is much harder than dyeing cowhide. The dye must penetrate the raised quill follicles just as deeply as it penetrates the flat areas of the skin. If the dye is inconsistent, the quills will look pale or ghosted. Technicians in a laboratory work with complex color charts to mix the perfect shades: midnight black, cognac brown, or even daring colors like emerald green and electric blue. They monitor the temperature of the dye baths and the pH levels of the water constantly. A slight shift in the resin color or a minor change in the thermal coupling can ruin an entire batch. It is a high-stakes environment where chemistry meets art. Once dyed, the hides are dried slowly in climate-controlled rooms to prevent the leather from shrinking or becoming brittle. As the jacket nears completion, it undergoes a final, rigorous quality control check. Every inch of the garment is inspected. The zippers, the lining, often made of high-quality silk or satin, and the buttons are all checked for functionality and aesthetic alignment. The factory uses barcodes and digital tracking to update the inventory, ensuring that each piece can be traced back to the specific batch of leather it came from. This traceability is essential for the export market, where authenticity and ethical sourcing are paramount. If a jacket meets the platinum or premium standards, it is carefully steamed, polished, and prepared for shipment. Finally, we see the finished product. A luxury ostrich leather jacket is more than just clothing. It is a testament to a long and complex journey. It began on a farm with a bird being carefully raised under the sun. It passed through the hands of chemists, graders, cutters, and tailors. Each person in this chain contributed their expertise to ensure that the natural beauty of the ostrich was preserved and enhanced. The unparalleled texture, the deep quill follicles, and the incredible softness make this jacket a masterpiece of fashion. It is durable enough to last a lifetime and beautiful enough to be passed down through generations. This is the essence of the Ostrich Leather Factory, a place where nature's raw strength is refined into the ultimate expression of luxury. Water management is another crucial aspect of the farming stage. In these facilities, galvanized troughs are used to provide a constant supply of fresh, clean water. Cleanliness is not just a matter of hygiene. It is a matter of quality control. If the birds live in a dirty environment, the skin could develop infections or scarring that would render the leather unusable for premium products. The farmers and veterinarians walk through the pens daily, checking the feathers and the skin. They look for consistency in the quill patterns even before the bird reaches the factory. This level of attention ensures that only the finest specimens move forward in the production chain. It is a slow process, one that requires patience and a deep understanding of animal husbandry. Once the birds reach maturity, the transition from farm to factory begins. This is where the raw material is first assessed by master graders. When a raw ostrich hide arrives at the factory, it is a blank canvas filled with potential. The graders lay the hides flat on large, illuminated tables to inspect them. They are looking for the crown. The crown is the most valuable part of the ostrich skin, located in the center where the quill follicles are most prominent and symmetrical. This is what defines ostrich leather, the empty pockets where the feathers once grew. These bumps must be round, well-defined, and evenly spaced. The graders use high-powered magnifying glasses and digital scanners to look for even the smallest imperfections. A scratch from a thorn or a small bite from an insect can drop the grade of a hide significantly. If a hide has minor defects, it is set aside for smaller accessories like wallets, watch straps, or card holders. Only the most perfect, large-scale hides are selected for the creation of a full-length luxury jacket.
colors. I think the emerald green contrasts beautifully with the deep burgundy.
Yeah. The texture here is perfect. Look at the quill bumps.
The texture on this ivory swatch is exactly what we need for the trim.
I agree. It contrasts well with the emerald panels.
Let's finalize the order based on these samples.
I think the cognac color works best here.
Yes, but we need to ensure the grain aligns perfectly on this panel.
Let's mark the adjustments for the cutting stage.
The quill pattern on this cognac sample is perfect.
Right.
Soraya.
Yes, and it matches the digital render exactly. This is the one.
Bring the next card over here. This is the last one. Everything stacked correctly? Yes, all secure.
Make sure these are stacked securely against the back wall.
Got it, boss. Almost done here.
Our main priority here is the ethical treatment of the birds. We ensure they have plenty of space to roam and their diet is carefully monitored for sustainability.
We prioritise the ethical and sustainable care of our ostriches. It's a demanding daily routine, but our commitment to their well-being is central to the company's mission.
How long have you been working here?
I've been here for 40 years. It's been an amazing journey. We create some of the best leather jackets in the industry now.
How long have you been working here?
I've been here for 40 years. It's been an amazing journey working with these wonderful creatures.
time.